Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 23 of my single player Let's Play series. So last episode we built a big reactor. That's not what I meant to do. Over here. And it's doing a good job with the making sure its power is not getting too high and shutting off automatically. So that's good. I'm glad that's all working. So now my base doesn't run out of power in the middle of the night anymore. So that's awesome. Today we're going to pick back up with the Wither Skeleton Farm, which has been running just fine between episodes. The issue I'm actually running into, and I'm surprised by this, I'm out of sugar. This farm is not fast enough, apparently. I really thought that it would be. Now, I have a good backlog here, 328 buckets. Which will last a long time, so I'm not concerned about it. I'm not using sugar for anything else, so I see no reason to improve this. I'll just let it go as is. Eventually this will fill up, and when it fills up, this will stop running, and then it won't matter anymore. I can also use a ton of other things here for this, and it will do better. See, nutrient distillation, mushrooms. See, I'm using sugar, which is only 1, so nether wart would do 1.5, fermented spider eyes would do 2. The only thing with that is if I wanted fermented spider eyes, I would have to farm spider eyes and mushrooms, and I just haven't found a good way to farm mushrooms. Otherwise I would use mushrooms. Sugar, yeah, see, mushroom spider eyes are sugar, so, or nether wart, and again, not a good way to farm nether wart. Although I guess this farm would actually do nether wart if I just did soul sand and nether wart, which would actually take less crafting. So maybe I'll switch it and do nether wart, or see if it can. We'll see. But this episode, I want to set up the automated killing of the wither. Let's sleep through the night because it's raining and it's dark. You can see if I come inside, still full, because I'm getting power in, even though it's nighttime, so that's good. I don't have to worry too much about that anymore. I got Chainsaw Master earlier, so apparently my lumberjack is still felling trees, which is good. So I guess I could do it over here. Just tear this down. See, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes that works, and sometimes it doesn't. I see no reason why it shouldn't have done all of this glass. But whatever. Okay. So the way I want to do this, there's 2 steps to this. The room and the actual killing. Or, not the actual killing, but back. That's weird. Okay, don't shift click them. Apparently they don't stay different colors. So I need a 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5 by 5. That should be big enough. Maybe not. No, let's do 7 by 7. Oops, no. Oops. So it's annoying that I can't shift. Oh, see, it worked that time. That's weird. I'm gonna need more of these now that I'm looking at it. 5, 6, 7. Oops, no. So the only difference in these colors is that they don't connect to each other. See? Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It's weird. See? I think that's really weird. And you can change them back, so don't worry about that. Alright, so now I've made the floor. I'll be right back. Alright, my apologies. I am back now. One of those incidents where your family comes home, I guess. It happens. So, as I was saying, the difference between this is, like, these shields won't connect to the other ones. So, like, see, this is going to be the wall. It's going to be different shields. This is not, like, a crazy new idea. So, I've decided I want to go with the... This is not a square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're right. It's not a square. There. That's a square. So, going with RF dimensions as the way of killing the wither. If I'm pretending this is the wither. I want to make sure that the shielding is there as the roof. So, I was right. So that's going to be the thing. I'm going to need to make more of these shield blocks. I was kind of prepared for that, if I'm being serious. I didn't think I had enough. I just didn't want to overcraft too many. It's nice that I don't have to sleep through the night now, but I still do because I don't like working in the dark. And I don't like monsters sneaking up on me. Nothing worse than that. These shield blocks are really easy. 6 wool, a glass, some lapis, so that's fantastic. So the way this is gonna work, these both need redstone signals. Oops, whoa, okay, good to know. I didn't know they were insta-break like that. Actually, I probably did know that, I just didn't remember that. So I haven't decided how I want the wither to be built yet. I think I want to use refined storage, see if that works. But there's a couple ways to do it. Maybe I'll use worker chest is full. I don't know what that means. I can also use extra utilities too, I think. Block placers. Okay, so the way this works is I'm gonna need flux points just to get power over here. Should be enough. Boom. Now they have power. Yep. So transparent. I don't think I want transparent. Shield. Let's do like purple for the top. And then like solid yellow for the bottom. So solid for all, add. Okay, so now I need levers, which I didn't bring because I'm silly. I always seem to forget stuff. I need a wireless grid, I think. Two of them. So first one. Okay, I thought that would work. Oh, more. Active with redstone signal. And then this one, we can do, I want to say it follows down the list. So the first thing I want to do is pass player add. Okay, and then solid damage to hostile. Okay, and then active on. That's it. Okay, I really don't know why this isn't working. There it goes. What kind of? Not supposed to be invisible though. There it is. Okay. Lost the lever. See, but it doesn't hurt me, so that's good. Where'd my other lever go? What the heck? Bring a bunch of them. Oh, there it is. How did I get over there? Why isn't this working? Generic. I don't know why this isn't working. I really expected the bottom one to work too. Problem is, if this isn't gonna work, got power. Yeah. Still means it should work. Oh, there you go. Okay, you have to right click it with a wrench. I think I knew that. So now this is solid, and this is passed through. But it should hurt the wither. Hit force field projector with wrench. Good to know. And these blocks are unbreakable, so you can't just like break them. So the next thing I want is from, I think it's extra utilities. Actually, it'd be from dark utilities. Keep forgetting they split it up. I need poison trap, weakness trap, slowness trap, flame trap, wither trap. Interesting. Ender tether, item gate. Interesting. I'm assuming that these blocks aren't breakable by the wither. Otherwise, there's no way you could have like a boss filter block to like pull a wither in. Maybe it's not from dark utilities. What is that from? I forget what that was called. Some kind of pad, I thought. Nope. Okay, let me... I thought it was a pad. I could have swore it was extra utilities, though. What was that block called? I almost want to say it needed like thermal expansion to be installed, which it is now, so that shouldn't be an issue. I just don't remember what mod it was from now. Let's see. Potions. Other things. Other things. No teleporting module. Oh, interesting. Project Red, Pam's Harvest Craft. Oh, interesting. All the bee species things. Forestry. Lunar panel. Create power during the moon. Stone spike. Antenna. Fire axe. Wine bottle. Oh, it's not even expensive. Alright, if I can't find the pad that I'm looking for, there's another way to do this. And it's with this. But this isn't really how I wanted to do it. Those are carpets. Alright, well, let's do it this way. If I figure out what those pads are, I can come back and do it. Let's see, so I know I need blaze powder. Like a decent amount of that, and what's the other things that I needed? Oh, dust. Of course I do. You know, the stuff I don't keep on hand because it's not used for hardly anything. Hate that. And this back up. And I can't put this in the system or else it'll automatically turn it into the ingots again. That's just a waste of time. Getting nighttime. So let's see. So anyone who watched the server play knows that this is a teleporter. You can shift right click to bind current location. So I want the wither to spawn in right here. Okay? Hopefully that'll be okay. Hopefully that'll be okay. Now, normally this only has 20 uses, okay? But if you put it in a thing of, oh no, that's creative RF source, but it looks just like the block that I need. This one. Oh, dang it. Need more of that dust. This is stupid. Only problem with having like auto processing of the dust is because like now I need some for my current project. Oh, no, wait. Don't do that. Why would I be grinding you into dust? I'm gonna probably need more than this. Goodness. It might be enough, but we'll see. Should be enough. So So what I want to do is I'm going to spawn in the wither. And then the wither's going to fall. Yeah, that's not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, gonna need a little bit more. So that's more than enough. So wither spawns. I need purple, greens and some. I think a receptacle, I think. Yeah, dislocate a receptacle. I want to say this actually replaces one of those obsidians. These have a good, like, block breaking, like, durability. So I put that there. Put this in there. Now, like, if I spawn the wither right here, he'll fall and go right into here. And that can be done as many times as necessary. So he'll just spawn right here. And hopefully not escape. That's the goal, at least. Is that he'll spawn in the center-ish of this room. So I want to test that real quick with, you can see I have a decent amount of skulls. The only thing I don't have an unlimited amount of is soul sand. So like, we'll figure that out when I get to it, but I don't know of like a decent way to make soul sand. You can use sulfur wax from magic bees, but I'm not doing bees yet. Maybe I could do bees to do that if I wanted. Sulfur wax. Wither dust, which I am getting, I guess, from the withers, right? Killing the withers, unless I'm voiding it. I mean, I have some. I might be voiding it, though. Let's go find out. I am. Let's not void that. We'll go ahead and collect some of that. I guess I can teach it how to make soul sand. So that's one way to fix it. There is a use for that wither dust after all. So technically I'll set up a thing like here, okay? Of like, that'll spawn the wither. Like, these blocks here will spawn the wither. And it would be like place, 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 and then half a second. Place, place, place. Wither spawns, falls, lands in here, continues to fall. Okay, and now it's in the room. He'll finish spawning. Okay, now, hypothetically, see his anything. Now see, he takes damage from the shields. Maybe I do want to use the mob grinder from Draconic Evolution. Just be quicker. And in that case, I have to, like, be kind of present to attract the wither into the shield. And I don't want to stand there when the wither is around all the time. I just kind of want this to run. So wither's dead, and the items are on the ground. So there. And we can just, I'll keep the damage on there even though it's not necessary. But now if I do that again, so like we're gonna run this again. Just hope if I can spell skulls today. Boop, boop, boop. Spawn. Now technically I can spawn as many withers as fast as I want at this point, because the only thing is, like, I don't see how it died instantly. The only thing is, like, I don't want to run out of power with the shields. But since this thing pretty much kills instantly, wow, that is perfect, and I didn't even plan that. It's like literally exactly the size of the room almost. So what I want to do, I'm going to run cables, but I need constructors. I'm going to need 11. So the plan is to have constructors. I don't know what I was sitting there looking at. My only thing is I'm not sure exactly how I want to do this. So I'll go ahead and bring this up one more, because that's where I want the actual blocks to be. Drill. And this does work on items, look. While those are constructing the constructors, let's head back to the base real quick, because I want to get a way to pick up those items. What I want to use is the collector. That's what it's called. Yep. Ranged collector. Out of chests. I knew that, but out of enterprise too. The void crystals that are required in that recipe are just zapped code like that. So at orange range. Okay. And I made 3. Oh, that's interesting. Only meant to make 1. This has a decent range. So if I put that right there, well, redstone might deactivate it. I don't want that. Well, maybe I'll put it on this side, I guess. So now if I drop an item here, it should get picked up. Empty box. Maybe. Can you not reach that far? Okay. I can remedy this. Just put it like here, in the center of the room. Because it can pick up like 3 blocks, obviously. I think I do have to set it to empty blacklist again. There we go, perfect. So now I can get the whole room. So that's good. And then I'll just hook that to like either an ender chest or run conduits over there. Constructors. Perfect. So okay. Having lag spikes today, man. It's crazy. So this isn't hooked to the system yet, but I think I can do this. We'll find out. I need soul sand and skulls. Soul sand. Skulls. Now, I think I can't just hook these like that to the system. Can I? Oops, whoa. I didn't know I could do that. Don't think I can disconnect these either, so we're gonna see if this will work. I'm not 100% sure that it will, because when spawning the Wither, if you place the skulls before the soul sand, then it won't work. Like, you have to place the skull, at least the very last skull has to be placed after the soul sand structure. You can place 2 of the skulls whenever, but the last one has to be afterwards. That's my concern, is that like it's gonna try and place them all at once, and it's not gonna work that way. It's stuck in walls. So we're just gonna sand, so I can't really like run under the ground right now. So I'm just gonna run it. Like, doesn't even matter anymore. I don't even care. Oops, no. Oh god. It is working. Okay, okay. Stop for a second. Okay, so that worked. There's like 5 withers in there now. Look at it. That's wonderful. That worked exactly as I intended. I can't believe that worked so well, though. Okay, so now the only thing I need to do is hook up a detector. So wither, well, actually star, detector, relay, relay, detector. So what I want to do is basically have a detector here looking for, let's just say, a stack of these. Like, I don't know if I'll ever need more than a stack available at any time, but then I want only work with redstone signal? No, wait. Only work without redstone signal. So if we are, when emit signal went above. So now it's going to keep spawning withers until we are above a stack. I'm just hoping they don't phase through that portal, because they really shouldn't. This is crazy. Oh wait, of course, hold on. It doesn't matter right now, because I don't have it hooked. I don't have this hooked to the system yet, so I can't get close to that until all the withers are gone. We got 26 now. 27. Okay. Nice. So if I just get... Let's just do an ender chest. I don't want to run cables all the way over there. Ender chest, white, and conduit items. real simple. Extract always. Insert. And that'll just pump those into that. So let's just back up. I didn't realize that that worked like that. Only work without signal. I didn't know that this would communicate through the detector like that. All the other blocks do that, but I just figured the detector wouldn't allow information to surge like that. So let's go look at stars. You can hear them all just dying in the back. 54. Almost at 60. There's 60. 62. So we should see it stop spawning them in a second. And it stopped. So now we'll be over 64 stars. Just because it spawns like a ton. But that's fine because that just means it'll take a little longer before it kicks off again. But now it's stopped. So that's awesome. So now if we use up wither stars, we're going to have more be made. And the only thing I need to do is I want to put crafting cards in those couple of constructors so that basically it'll construct soul sand for me. And then I'm going to teach the system how to make soul sand from the wither dust. But yeah, so that's pretty much the end of the automated and killing of the wither. I mean, that's it. I'm glad that that works so well. So yeah, and now next episode, because we are way past the wrapping up point at this point, we can get into Draconic Evolution without fear of running out of wither stars. So that's gonna be exciting. So this should still be running. And all of this is pretty much all self-contained. I mean, the only thing it needs is some power from our base, which is why I was making sure that I wasn't going to run out of power. Because, like, can you imagine... Because this is running off my main base power. So can you imagine nightfall happen? It's spawning a ton of withers. I run out of power, this shield goes down, and then there's withers everywhere. And I'm just like, yeah, that'd be a bad time. So that's why we took a break there in the center and made sure I had enough power, and that wasn't going to be a problem. So next episode, we'll come back, we'll do Draconic Evolution. That'll be fun. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.